With the heat wave of July, Zhejiang village, locating alongside the Ningbo-Dongchen Lake, welcomed two special old friends, Dr. Magdalena Gimbert and Dr. Artur Riga from Poland. In August 2020, Zhejiang village was officially launched as the second pilot of the Ningbo Rural Revitalization Through Art project. And this was also the first stop for Magdalena and Artur to witness how art empowered the countryside.
When did you start paying attention to this project of art revitalization of the rural area?
So the first time when we were invited, me and Dr. Artur Riga, we were invited to visit this place, Zhejiang village, was in August 2020. Mm-hmm. And we are invited by our friend and artist who was somehow involved in this revitalization program. So we came here and we saw, the changes introduced by art program, and we thought that it was very interesting.
And why do you think it is worth paying attention to or making the research on this particular project?
Because in my opinion, villages and rural areas, they require this kind of interest. So it is very important if you want to protect local culture, if you want to protect traditional culture, it is something worth of doing.
Magdalena and Artur, who have settled in Ningbo for 7 years, are foreign teachers at NingboTech University. By chance, they witnessed the art renovation plan of Zhejiang village. With their neat sense and professionalism, they decided to start research and study on China's rural revitalization model. Since then, they have been deeply involved in this rural revitalization through art project led by the Ningbo municipal government, and have visited and researched in Zhejiang village in Guizhou, Guizhou village in Ninghai County, and Dingwang village in Qinglong County, Guizhou, which is under Ningbo's support for its revitalization.
And are there any differences in the role of art in the rural revitalization in these three places?
Yes, there are some changes, and so the longest time we spent in Guizhou village, and in our opinion, the involvement into art is the biggest in Guizhou village. Art is used to revitalize the relations between people, to revitalize the relation between people living in the place and the place itself, and the people and the environment. If we can earn money from it, it is even better. In Dingwang village, they have local culture. So this local minority culture was very strong there. So even if some art is introduced to improve the relations between people, among people, so still local culture should be the most important there.
And in your mind, what is the ideal stage of a beautiful countryside or revitalized rural area? What is the ideal status?
Ideal?
Yeah.
So, there is a factor people do not think a lot about, and quite often it is undervalued, but it is the happiness. So anything what can bring the happiness to local people is a good method to revitalize the place. Not losing the local culture, because local culture probably is part of this factor making them happy.
Yeah.
After 3 years of field research, Magdalena and Artur truly realized that art empowerment to space and environment can bring real change to villages. Artists are in residence in the villages, and the villagers are integrating innovative crafts into their lives. Based on this dynamic research, Magdalena and Artur have written several papers and a book, expressing their thoughts on China's rural revitalization with their academic research.
After 3 years, And from your perspective, and you made a lot of the research and published the papers and even the book right now. And how do you evaluate the rural revitalization plan in China? I mean, from your perspective.
I think that Chinese government is doing a lot to help people living in the rural areas. I think that local governments are involved a lot. I think that people understand the problem of revitalizing rural areas, bringing some money. I think that traditional culture in China is something what is important, and people, they have already this understanding that if we do not do anything to help places like Zhejiang village, so maybe in, I don't know, maybe in 20, maybe in 30, maybe in 40 years, places like that, they may disappear. So if we want to protect local culture, traditional culture, it is necessary to do it. And I think that the government in China, I think that local authorities as well as people already understand it to protect it.
What do you think the key points of the rural revitalization? Maybe art is one factor, right? One way.
Maybe. Art is only a method. So we can start with art, but we just finish with beautifying the place. It is not enough. What is the most important is to have sustainable development. So sustainable development has 3 pillars. One is to improve social relations. So social, this is one of them. The second one is environment, taking care of the environment, and the third one is economy, so having improved income.
And your future plan, is there any special plan for continue this project, or
Yes.
maybe?
Yes, we'd like very much to continue this project. This summer we are writing another two articles we want to publish in international scientific journals. If possible, of course, we want to write more books about places like that. We would be happy to do it.
Sure.